If a woman says people find her to be intimidating, is that a good or bad thing?
Here we go. It has begun. So, if a girl. So, this is all too common in 2022 dating, right? The girl says, I can't find a guy to date. Men find me intimidating. I'm a strong, independent woman, and these guys just can't handle me. Well, here's the thing. Intimidating is not a feminine quality. Men are not attracted to intimidating women. Also, if you are 35 plus at home with cats and boxed wine, making $100,000 a year, that doesn't make you intimidating. It makes you invisible. It makes you undesirable. And intimidating and undesirable are two different things. The reason why men aren't approaching you isn't because you're intimidating. It's because you're uncompetitive. And the idea that they're stating that they're intimidating is actually coping with the fact that they're actually not attractive anymore. They used to get the attention that they wanted from men. They no longer do. So they're sad and coping by saying that men are intimidating, as opposed to saying, I'm no longer attractive the way I used to be attractive, and I'm sad about it.
It depends. If some, because people say I'm intimidating, so it's like, does that mean like I'm really pretty and that's intimidating?
Disaster. So she says then that men find her intimidating, and that's because she's too pretty. No, intimidating means you are masculine and men are unattracted to you. And the irony here is that she has a ring. So apparently she's married. So I'm not sure how she actually managed to get married, considering that she's intimidating, or that men find her intimidating. Anyway, although I guess it goes to show that it doesn't matter how you are as a girl, I guess, you're still going to get some kind of attention from men, maybe just not from the men that you want. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please give me a sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you'd like me to comment on a video compilation, maybe a blog post, please send the link to theheliosblog@gmail.com. Also, if you agree or disagree with my points, please leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. Let's continue.
Or do you just think I'm a bitch? Or maybe because of the RBF.
RBF, resting, you know what face. Yeah, that does not make women desirable. Again, these girls, they're entitled because they get all this attention on social media, they get all this attention on Tinder, etc. And then they believe that they're much more important, much more valuable than they are. And because they believe that, they get much more attention. And they get much more attention. They believe that they can afford to have a RBF, or, you know, to be rude to men or whatever, not realizing that that's the very reason why they're not able to get the relationships that they want. All right, let's continue.
Do you think some men are intimidated by you, and why?
Oh, definitely. My whole life. I'm tall. I consider myself pretty. So a lot of men don't approach me just for that reason, because
Okay, so tall, it's true. So tall women in general are less desirable than shorter women. But when she said she considers herself pretty, what that actually says is that she's arrogant. It says that she has a masculine demeanor. And men are not attracted to masculine demeanors. Men are not attracted to women that are masculine. And as a result of this, she has much less attention from men than she maybe could get, right? And there's a few more things, right? She's a little bit too attention-seeking. You can tell by her outfit, right? Oh, it says birthday girl. Okay, he got a girl on her birthday. Cool. So she's like maximum attention-seeking. And she even has the crown like she's a queen, you see? Like, it's just all of the red flags, right? And she has the extra long nails. These are things that are like tells to men of quality to stay away, right? So again, if you're going to be showing maximum qualities that men are not interested in, don't expect then to get the men that you actually want. Yes, thirst is ubiquitous. You're going to find some guy to be interested in you. You're going to find some guy that's going to take care of you and pay your bills and stuff. But that guy isn't the guy you necessarily want. All right, let's continue.
Because they're scared of me. They should be.
They should be. And this is what the womanist empowerment narrative has done, right? It's made women believe stuff like men should be intimidated by me. Men should think that I'm their superior, etc. But that's not what it does. What it does is it makes men who are actually of value stay away, and men who are going to give you attention anyway still give you attention, right? And because of social media, as I said, lots and lots and lots of attention is being gotten, and so these girls assume that they're more attractive than they are, when really they're going to end up alone with cats and boxed wine.
Because I come off bitchy, very bitchy.
Again, so many girls, right? You ask them this question, like, are you intimidating, whatever, and they are proud of the fact that they come off as, you know, rude or entitled or mean. They think that it's like a sign of status. I turned a handsome man down. Look at how good I am. Not realizing that that's actually what women find attractive in men. If a man turns down an attractive woman, he must be valuable, right? Because why would he turn down such a good opportunity? Whereas if a girl is turning down men, she's just being rude, right? I mean, it depends on the way she's doing it, right? But if she's being like an ass about it, like, no man is going to find that attractive because it's not feminine. There is a way to say no, and there's a way to say no, right? All right, let's continue.
But that's a good thing?
Sometimes.
Wouldn't that make you unapproachable?
Never.
Never. Exactly. So again, this is the entitlement of the modern 2022 woman, right? That I can act however I want and I'm still going to be approached. That's the attitude. And the funny thing is that she's also overweight and she also has tattoos and she's still being approached. Let that be a message to you, men. Like, men, you need to be much more discerning of who you're giving attention to. You don't want to be rewarding the girls who are acting like this, because what happens is it reinforces the behavior that girls will act like that. And if you reinforce that behavior, you're going to keep seeing it. Do you want to keep seeing behavior like this from modern women? Well then, don't reward it. Again, please leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Let's continue.
Some guys like bitchy.
No guy likes it. The only guys that will tolerate it are guys that don't have options. And that's the difference. Look at her face. You see that attitude? Do you want to date a girl like this? Enough said. Let's continue.
Do you think most guys like bitchy?
They like dominance, is what I'd say.
No, men do not like dominance. Women like dominance, and that you say that men like dominance is solipsistic. It shows that you have trouble seeing things from other people's perspective and you project your perspective onto other people. No, men do not find dominance attractive. In fact, they find it repulsive, which is why you aren't married and you're on the Las Vegas Strip trolling for male attention.
So you think that guys want to submit to a woman? Or do women want to submit to a alpha male?
I think both.
Do men want to submit or do women want to submit? And the girl says both. So again, the implication is equal relationship, right? We submit to each other. No, that is not what happens. If you are not the dominant one in your relationship, you are the submissive. There is no such thing as an equal relationship. In fact, 2022 code for equal relationship is the girl is leading the relationship. So if you are in a so-called equal relationship, or you hear your girl say that you're in an equal relationship at any opportunity, at any point, that is how you know that you are losing the relationship, that she is ruling the relationship. That's exactly how you know. And you do not want to be in such an arrangement. Again, please leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Let's continue.
Are you more flattered or annoyed when a man approaches you?
Annoyed.
Are you more flattered or annoyed? Of course, women are more annoyed in general when a man approaches them. And the reason is because they're hypergamous. So most men that approach them are, in their eyes, invisible, and they're insulted that those men would even have the audacity to approach. Again, in the modern world, in 2022 dating, most girls think they're better than they are. They think they're 2 points more attractive than they are. And so, a girl who's a 6 out of 10 thinks she's an 8 out of 10, and any guy that approaches her that's less in her eyes than an 8 out of 10 is considered highly undesirable and creepy, or try hard, or thirsty, or whatever word you want to use. So, that's why these girls are answering the way they're answering. Let's continue.
Annoyed.
It depends. Like, if they're coming up to me to, I don't know, say something nice, then I'm gonna be flattered. But if they're coming up to me,
Yeah, so this girl is again, for the camera, she's speaking in order to gain maximum positive attention, right? She's trying to protect her reputation as much as possible, and so she's virtue signaling. If the guy comes up to say something nice, then I'm flattered. So what's the implication? Guys, come and give me free validation, but I'm still going to reject you, but still give me that free validation, right? But again, she's going to say, if the guy comes up to say something negative or to try to hit on me, then I'm going to be annoyed, right? Because she doesn't want the attention, even though she's walking on the Las Vegas Strip at night wearing skimpy clothing. You see?
me and saying like rude things and just like flirting really awkwardly, then I'm gonna be annoyed.
It's situation.
It's really funny because these girls say flirting awkwardly, but here is the truth. If the guy is very attractive, then nothing he says will be awkward flirting. It will come off as charming, right? So again, the way that these girls perceive the guy flirting with them, or, you know, trying to get their attention, the way that they perceive that depends almost entirely on the guy's appearance, his outward signals of, you know, status, wealth, height, working out, etc. If he has the whole package, he can be as awkward as he likes. The girl is still going to find it flattering. So that's what she's saying when she's saying that if the guy's awkwardly flirting, she's going to be annoyed. Again, please leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Depends.
I think so.
Well, then why did you say annoyed though? What was your first?
Because usually it's annoying if someone's like, I don't know, coming right up to you. It's like, I guess they're forthcoming. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, but in my experience, especially, I don't know, like this, like getting like catcalled and shit like that, annoying.
And it's funny that they say it's annoying, but when look, all three of them, when the girl mentions catcalling, all three of them are smiling and happy that they're getting the attention. You see, not a single one of them is annoyed at this. They're actually virtue signaling once again. What they're saying is, or not virtue signaling, they're talking about their pre-selection. So when a girl says that she was catcalled, what she's actually saying is, look at how attractive I am, that multiple men are trying to get my attention, shouting across to me across the street, saying how attractive I am. Look at how many other men are attracted to me. Aren't you attracted to me too? It's pre-selection. That is how women select men. If a man is desired by many women, he must be desirable. And she assumes that if 1 million men are attracted to her, that she must be desirable as well. Not realizing that men are going to be attracted to women who are young and fertile regardless. So for a man to be catcalling you or giving you attention is literally the default. It's not flattering. Okay, let's continue.
Annoying, definitely agree.
Would you say that the majority of men who approach you catcall or are respectful?
Oh God, I mean, it's a mix of both.
Yeah, I just
honestly.
got catcalled like 5 minutes ago, so it's like a good mix of both though.
Do most men approach respectfully or catcall, and they say it's a mix? But again, look at how, like, do any of these three girls look unhappy that they're getting catcalled? No, because if you're getting catcalled, it means you're getting attention. If you're getting attention, and women are like flowers, and attention is like water or sunlight, they need it. So that they're getting the attention means that they're happy, you see? So when these girls complain about getting catcalled or about guys talking to them or whatever, that's not the thing that women dislike. Women dislike being ignored. Women dislike being invisible much more. And this is the Mark Twain expression. The only thing worse than somebody giving you negative attention is giving you no attention at all, right? So there you go.
Annoyed. I'm definitely annoyed.
Why is that?
Because they don't know how to approach people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And look, both of these girls are smiling as well when they talk about the catcalling attention they get from men. So again, tell me, why would this trend happen? The reason this trend happens, the reason they react this way is because they actually like the attention. They don't dislike the attention. They just say they dislike it because they want only the apex men to approach them. Okay, let's continue.
Why would men want to approach women today when they no longer have to worry about just being rejected, but also have to worry about being accused of harassment?
So that's kind of effed up. Because, I mean, there's a fine line between trying to pick up on a woman and, like, forcefully going after her after she already said no.
Right, I agree with that. Obviously, if the woman rejects the man, I think he should, leave her alone.
Right.
But I'm saying, what do you think about a woman basically feeling like basically annoyed that the guy even approached her just to begin with?
I think that's personal issues.
I think social media has them very brainwashed, and I think that they like the attention, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, that's exactly, like, I literally said that exact point just now when I was commenting before. But, they're actually right. I think social media does have many modern women brainwashed that, they can just act however they want towards men, and there are no negative consequences to such actions, right? And that they think they're so much better than they are, that a guy at their level is harassing them by approaching, you see? And again, they didn't address the point, which is, why would men even consider approaching if it's so dangerous, right? If there's so negative consequences. And of course they didn't address it, because men approaching them is what they want, so they can't say they don't want it. But the truth is that they don't want all men approaching them. They only want the apex men. So that's why the you're harassing me if you approach exists, because if in her eyes she sees you as undesirable, she wants to be able to say, get away from me, creep, and to have the guy thrown away, right? Anyway, please leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Let's continue.
Because men will be mean. Like, why wouldn't a man approach a woman?
Well, what does that mean?
Basically, men see a woman, they see something they like, and they just go for it without thinking. Men do not think. They don't think.
This girl says that men don't think, but that's actually not true. She's saying that the men that she selects, the men that she has slept with in the past, those men don't think. The apex men, the men who are winners, the only men she sees, those men don't think. And you can see how it's personal for her, right? And that's how it is, right? These girls complain about a certain kind of man, but actively select that exact man. And often, even, they have children with those men that they're complaining about. So you make your own conclusions, man. Do you want to be the guy who they say they want, or the guy they actually want? Okay, let's continue.
Do you think men are intimidated or dislike when women approach or make the first move?
Hell no. Men like when that shit happens.
So why don't more women...
Men like when women approach? I think many men would be flattered if they were approached by a girl. But the reason why many women don't approach is because they're afraid of rejection. Most women have never been rejected once in their entire life, and in fact, they're never rejected until they're like 35 plus. So it's just too hard for many modern women to go through that process of, having a chance to be rejected, and so they don't approach. And also, women have no game. Being the people that are usually approached, they don't have to develop any sort of game or personality in order to attract a man. They can just say yes or no, right? Especially when they're young and fertile, 18 to 23. So, okay, let's continue.
And do it.
More women or men?
Why don't more women approach?
I think that a lot of women are afraid of rejection.
Oh, there you
we
go.
love that shit, bro.
They actually, she actually told the truth, and that's absolutely true. Okay, let's see what these guys have to say.
Ain't gonna lie, if a girl walk up to me, bro, she telling me she feeling me, bro, I love that shit, bro. Cause a lot of girls, they be playing hard to get in shit, and that shit sucks, bro.
So why don't more women do it?
You preaching to the choir, bro.
Why don't more women do it? As we said, it's because women are afraid of rejection, and they have no game, so they don't approach. And many women don't have to, so why would they, right? It's about abundance, right? If you have a million options, why would you approach? You can just wait for the options to come to you, right? Men do not have such luxury. Let's continue.
Well, in today's generation, yes, most men like to be chased, so they do.
Most men like to be chased. Again, she's telling on herself. No, most men are invisible. They don't get chased. So the men that she's interested in, they like to be chased, which is, she's probably looking at the top 1% of men. The guys that all men want to be and all women want to be with. Yes, of course, those men are so scarce that, yes, they're chased, right? But that's not the average situation, not even close. All right. Here's the Reddit post from Relationship Advice from 6 hours ago. Boyfriend doesn't feel like he should treat me kindly. I'm 22 female and my boyfriend 22 male have been dating for 8 years. Oh, since 14. Wow. Recently we've been arguing a lot and I've decided to have a talk to him about how I've been feeling. He expressed to me that he's upset that we've not been intimate as much as we used to, and I told him that it was due to how he treats me emotionally. I said I have a hard time feeling that attraction when he treats me so poorly. So what she's saying is, you need to fall into my frame. You need to do as I want or else I won't give you what you want. He then told me that he doesn't feel like he can treat me kindly and with respect until I start being intimate. I tried to explain to him that I think kindness should come first. Exactly. But he disagrees. He says for men, being intimate is 50% of a relationship, so if you aren't being intimate, he can't treat me right. I feel that intimacy should be because of an emotional attraction. Right, so again, the man is actually right here. And the girl is trying to get the guy to fall into her frame, right? Do as I want or I won't give you bedroom fun. That's what it amounts to. I told him he treats his friends with kindness and obviously doesn't expect any of that from them, but he said it's different. I just don't think being kind to your girlfriend should come with a price, and he's made me feel like that's all I'm good for. Right, so what she's saying is she's not attracted to him anymore physically, and so she doesn't want to have bedroom fun, and now she's trying to rationalize all kinds of ways so that she doesn't have to have bedroom fun with him anymore. What do? I could really use some advice on the situation. Be brutally honest as you like. Okay, so top comment with 130 upvotes. I think he's made it pretty obvious that he doesn't think you're worthy of basic kindness and dignity. He also clearly feels entitled to bedroom fun to the point that he doesn't view you as a partner or even a person, since he's nice to his friends despite not manipulating them into bedroom fun. Do you think there's any coming back from this? Is this a consistent pattern of behavior from him? You're still young, but you've been with him so long you might not realize you can and should do better. So again, this is exactly what will happen, right? If girls ask their friends for advice, if girls ask the internet for advice, all they'll get, or most of the advice they'll get, is you go girl, you can do better, you're strong and independent, you should go your own way, you do you, etc. Right? There's never anything like maybe you should consider the guy's point of view, maybe you should care for your boyfriend, maybe you should be submissive and cooperative, maybe you should. No, it's always women on top, women should be in power, women should be in charge, women this, women that. And you can see that in every single post, in every single comment, in every single social media platform. Just look for it for yourself. Also, his reasoning about men and intimacy and therefore validating his disrespect is BS. The only guys I know or have heard who think like this are total turds and not worth your time. Translation: the only men that I have ever slept with have also been like this, but they're not worth your time. Okay, next comment. Not that many upvotes here. He knows that it's not true about the intimacy, kindness thing. And he's trying to manipulate you. He's gotten way too comfortable to the point where he feels entitled to treat you poorly but still owe him bedroom fun. He's made me feel like that's all I'm good for. This is the reply. Based on your post, it sounds like he thinks that, which is messed up. Usually when people have found a reason to justify treating you like crap, they'll continue to try and get away with it. Chances are if you bring it up, he'll get angry and resentful. He probably thinks you're lucky to be in his presence even when he treats you like even when he treats you terribly. So, again, this is yet another person that sides with the original poster, right? With the girl. So again, if you are out and about, if you're out in your regular day, seeing interactions between people, notice how almost always the girls are going to get sympathy, the girls are going to get support, the girls are going to get you go girl, and the boys are going to get tough love. Notice that, because that is 2022 in a nutshell. The women are favored in every possible situation you can imagine, and that includes in these situations here. Alright, so again, the advice here is terrible, right? It's not work on your relationship, fix the intimacy issues, be cooperative, be submissive, listen. It's not any of that. It's, do you break up, he's being disrespectful, he's the bad guy, there's nothing you're doing is wrong, etc., etc. You see the idea? Alright, we're going to end the video there. I hope you enjoyed listening to this one. Again, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please give me a sub, hit all 3 notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you agree or disagree with my points, please leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to listen to my stuff. It's wonderful. I know you're busy too. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/heliosyoutube. Rumble, bit.ly/heliosrumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/heliospodcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/heliosdonations and buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Thank you so much for all of your support.